There we go. Let me go ahead and... Professor here. Hey, what's up, everybody? Cranking the ranking.
Everybody looking good?
Yeah. What is...
I didn't really look
yeah,
at
that's
it.
good. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Okay, what are we against? So it's Bard. Okay,
All
that's
their whole
fine.
team's 80, except Bard, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I might
Maybe
do...
a little bit of Kaisa.
Yeah, I might do double armor there. Okay. The godlike Azir. We got to get you into the top form here.
Right.
Oh, let me switch this camera up real quick here.
Oh, it still shows me as godlike.
Yep. If you're in the top 1,000 world, I think that's what the criteria is for godlike on League of Graphs.
What number was I in the world? Just
It's like
curious.
150 or something like that.
Holy shit, I was like 189 the other day.
It was something like that. It was 100 something. Okay, let me see that. I forgot every time I turn off my camera, then every time I turn off my computer, the camera resets. Okay, that's probably good.
Oh my god, this Zed's running Conquer, not Electrocute. I like it.
Split pusher, good CS. Oh, we got a godlike Poppy over there. Alright.
With Dark Harvest too.
It's alright, she's going hard. Does not stop Maokai's gap closer. New pinned chat. Okay, seems good. Live chat. Okay. Promised LP rain. Well, we're gonna try.
Oh yeah.
Jason thinks he's within about 3 wins of getting it. Yeah.
Getting back into plat.
$70 billion and counting. Hold on. What are you talking about? The Wall Street stuff?
Oh yeah. So it begins.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really bad PR move by Robinhood. Because they're all going to jump ship. I mean, fortunately enough for them, the one saving grace is pretty much every other major broker also did that. Well, part of it, I mean, there's just so many lawsuits that could come from so many different directions. Like, you know, they're kind of seeing the writing on the wall, too, is... Like I said, there's going to come a time when little Larry from McDonald's or something puts his life savings into it, goes bankrupt, and, like, I hate to say it, but, like, commits suicide or something like that. You know, there's going to be something extreme that happens. It's going to be all over the news. And then people, you know, Larry's family's going to sue Robinhood for not stopping him from engaging in that reckless activity or whatever. And so they're probably trying to cover that base. But now, you know, it's going to be a different kind of lawsuit where it's, you know, market manipulation for cutting off a specific stock. They did let people close out of the position. They just didn't let people buy in. But yeah, now all the there's like several senators jumping in saying like, hey, you can't do that. It's market manipulation. So I don't know. It's all very complicated. It's interesting, but exactly, yeah. It's that dude who made 40 million. If he didn't sell like at least a decent chunk of those shares, he's a fool. It's like, how much more money do you need? It's just like really greedy at that point if you've made that much money. Well, they did do something like... It's different because, like, hedge funds are professional entities with training in risk management, and, you know, they have to go through all these regulations and stuff, versus, you know, the Redditor thing, there's no regulations, and people are just disseminating saying, hey, we want to pump up this stock, you know, just for the F of it, right? Now, I don't think they're going to find anything illegal with that. But it's like, it's new territory. Oh, shit, sorry. I thought he was just getting chimes. Fucking ran up at level 3.
He flashed.
Okay. I think there will be a problem with being allowed to short... like more than 100% of the float. I think that's one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
But it would be like, you know, if there was a teacher at school and you know, some kid saw in a movie that this stunt double do, like, in a movie, do a backflip off a building or something like that, right? And then the kids are coming up. There's like kids that started doing backflips off the building because they saw it in a movie. And it's like, okay, cool. You know, if the teacher sits there and lets that happen and one of these kids, you know, breaks their neck, the teacher's gonna get sued for that. You know, it's like, yeah, they saw it in a movie. Yeah, people in a movie did it. Professional stunt doubles did it. And yes, the kids are just emulating the teacher, but, or the person in the movie, but the teacher's, you know, supposed to be the responsible adult in the room. And if they don't take reasonable precautions to try to protect the kid, then they're going to get sued for that. Now, it's obviously a little different because these people that are investing are presumably adults. But it's the same thing as a broker, you have a certain level of fiduciary, you know, responsibility to try to protect people. And that's why a lot of brokers also, you have, there's certain criteria to be able to get access to some of the more powerful financial instruments like options and shorting and things like that. And Robinhood has bypassed a lot of those things and isn't as rigorous and gives that stuff out a lot easier than other companies. So that could be something they get in trouble for. So I'm just saying kind of what I think their process is. It could be some of like, hey, you know, this hedge fund's paying them some money under the table. And that could be happening. But there's also a legitimate case for them getting worried legally by letting so many people participate in this. Now, once again, I don't think that holds up because they can still buy penny stocks, right? They can still, you know, invest in any number of silly things that are like ultra high risk. And this, you know, this particular trade is just getting singled out, but it also has so much media attention and scrutiny, and they're just seeing the writing on the wall, like I said about Larry that works at McDonald's. It's going to happen, and I'll guarantee you there's going to be a lawsuit coming from the other side of it where the claim is going to be that they weren't doing enough to protect their son or their daughter or whoever ends up, you know, becoming the headline story with this. So it's just a really hard situation for those brokers. Yeah. Oh, they 100% do. Read. If you think they don't have a fiduciary legal responsibility to you, so I'm just saying that it's not all nefarious, right? That there is some, like, I mean, the leverage is really high too, like you're saying with options. But once again, I'm agreeing that, like, I don't think there's necessarily anything that's wrong with it. I'm just saying why I think there's a legitimate reason that these brokers could be worried about this. But like I said, they're going to get it from the other end now where, you know, it's legally they could be manipulating the market by cutting off certain stocks. Because before, when people were trading penny stocks and crap, like, it isn't showing up, you know, on ABC News and stuff like that, right? Like, it's not in mainstream. And that was pretty dangerous. They could have killed me.
Where is Poppy? I wonder.
She was bottom a while ago, but I haven't seen her in like 30 seconds.
Right. She might be bot side.
So it's interesting.
Oh yeah, Poppy's mid.
Okay. If I get him with like... Is he still in that bush or is he in this... Okay. The wave's too big, I think. Oh, if he hits the W?
What the hell is this?
What the Rory hell? It's like 3 of them diving you. They get, because it's still less than the billions. Big shots are losing right now. I mean, make no mistake about it. They want this kind of stuff to happen, right? Because they make a shitload of money.
That's missing.
Right? They make money on every trade, so they want high volume. They honestly... I mean, like I said, there is a chance, and we'll see if it comes out, where, you know, maybe there's some hedge fund paying them some money under the table. But I really don't think that's the case. I think it's a cover your ass, fiduciary duty, legal type of thing they're worried about. Because they make money on every transaction on the spread.
Oh,
right? They want large volumes. They want people to trade a lot. Like, that's their business model. Because, you know, they might say, hey... you know, someone tries to sell GameStop for $50.30, and then they end up, someone buys it for $50.50, or something like that. They get to keep that 20 cents. That's the spread between the bid ask, and that's where they make their money. And for order flows and stuff like that. So they want people to trade shit a lot. They like that, because it's like record-breaking trades. It's just... Like I said, they're just worried about Larry. And mark my words, there will be a Larry. They're owned by the same companies that own hedge funds? I don't think so. There might be some that are, but I really don't think so. Hedge funds aren't quite as big as people think they are most of the time. It's the mutual funds, which are different. Mutual funds don't short. I don't know who owns Robinhood. As far as I know, it's an independent, you know, place. But it wasn't just Robinhood. It was like E-Trade, Robinhood.
we're getting drag right now.
Okay.
I'm coming. We kill them?
Probably not. So it could be shadow money, but as far as like official ownership on the books, I think they're separate. If we're talking like Illuminati type of stuff, oh my god, she's still here? Holy fuck. Wait, okay, the verbs are getting messed up here. No one bailed out Robinhood.
What the hell is Project?
AOC is investigating, I believe. I mean, I'll have to look and see, but AOC is investigating Robinhood for market manipulation by preventing certain traders from making transactions with certain stocks, and no one knows if that's allowed or not. But I don't think it was because like there's an explicit tie between whatever capital, the hedge fund, and not. Like they might be seeing if that hedge fund paid some money over to them to stop the trading in that, but it's not an official.
Said strong, and he's
Okay. It's not an official like front-facing like ownership or whatever. There might be some bribery or something involved, yeah, but holy shit. Get wrecked, you little trolls. She's gonna like W me here in a second. Okay, got him.
Jesus. Only I could ace the mid.
Well, okay, so we need to talk differently about what is a bailout, okay? From what I understand, these hedge funds, they have
so much damage to me.
I don't know. They have, like, people are allowed to invest in hedge funds. So what happened was there were other private companies that gave the hedge fund money, that invested in the hedge fund. As far as I know. Now, I don't know the name of these other companies, but they purchased it with risk, right? That's like if you go and spend all your money at the casino and your granddad, you know, sort of is like, hey, you know, I think you can win next time. I'm going to give you another, whatever, few grand, and you can go back out there, right? So there's nothing illegal about giving money, you know, to somebody else, right? Investing your money in that. And that's what happened. It's not like a government did it or anyone that's on the surface affiliated with market makers did that. What do we get next? I guess I'm a little short. All right, I guess let's go with this. Yeah. So I don't know. I personally don't think there's any that they're gonna find anything explicit that was nefarious. Like, nice, good job with the thing. Made the loans to the hedge funds to short if hedge funds can't cover the exchange will lose money. Well, that is a good point. What Yogg said. That is a good point. Like what Yogg is saying is that hedge funds allow the hold on, let me clear this and get this set up. This is kind of fuck. I might get collapsed on. Is Zed coming? Might be dead.
Probably.
Run. No, he's going for Jen for now. Got him. Oh, now who's getting got? Is that I'll have to think about how the mechanics of that work, because they didn't lend the hedge funds money. Well, it depends on how much margin they are allowed to have, but like short selling in and of itself, they loan the hedge funds money, or like they loan the shares to the hedge funds. Okay, perfect. So like the hedge funds will say, okay, we will buy whatever 10 million GameStop shares, and then we will lend them out to the hedge funds. But then the hedge funds have to buy them back at a higher cost Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're right that they could be losing that money if it goes down. Like somebody's going to buy them back, but those shares that they borrowed, yeah, if the hedge funds completely run out of money, then they wouldn't be able to cover it, and then the markets would lose, and that would conceivably be why they stopped it, because they were afraid that people that shorted it would not be able to cover and would go bankrupt and stuff like that. So I think you're right. That's definitely a big part of it. I think it is a lawsuit thing with Timmy, but I think you're right that it's also they just may not be able to make their margin calls if it goes up too much. Like I'm not saying that they're gonna get in trouble one way or another. Robinhood is effed in this situation. Like they should not have lent out 140% of the float to be short, and stuff like that. So I think that's absolutely true. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's a big part of it, and they know they're going to be screwed one way or another. They actually tomorrow they did open up. You are going to be able to trade. They said a limited amount of. Oh shit! Go ahead. Sorry. Fuck.
Oh, I didn't get it. I thought you were getting it.
No, I was literally my thing finished like right in the middle of that attack, so I couldn't get any more gold off of my ward item. So they are going to allow limited trading in it tomorrow. Or they might... Oh, shit. There might be several people going top. Never mind. They're all here. Okay, there's Zed.
You might kill him here.
DS on Senna. True. No, the Redditors didn't do anything wrong, I don't think. Most of them. There might be an investigation into, like, the ringleaders of it who were pumping up the stock. Like, the guy who had $50,000 that's telling everyone to buy it. The rules are sketchy on that. It depends on what he was saying about the stock and what's allowed to be said. I personally don't think there's going to be a problem with it. But if there's a problem with anybody, it would just be one of the ringleader people. That's why Michael Burry got the F out of there. The guy who did the big short and made a bunch of money on real estate was in GameStop, and he got the hell out once it started making a lot of money because he's a huge name, and he was like, I don't want to be associated with this. He could see this is going to be trouble. But yeah, you know, little Jenny who, you know, just put $1,000 in or something and made $4,000, yeah, she's going to be fine. But like the big dogs running that forum and stuff like that, maybe they're going to get looked at for sure. But yeah, it's mostly going to be the exchanges that are looked at, and the big thing is going to be shutting down the trading and putting out more than 140% or more than 100% of the float, and how much they're doing to protect their investors or their customers. It will definitely be a question. Are they doing enough to protect their customers? So, okay, Kaisa's middle. We need Udyr at least, though.
Zed's right there.
Shit. Damn it. Close. Can we... Oh, Zed's pushing up middle. That's annoying. Nah, I don't think it was from 4K to 250 in 1 week. It's up like 1,500% in a week, like a 15x. He might get 60K out of it. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I don't think a lot of the 1% are squirming. It's like one or two firms. I mean, this is sort of starting to happen in a lot of other places, though. You're starting to see it in like AMC, and it's Bed Bath & Beyond. It's definitely going to have ramifications. You know, people are going to be much more cautious about shorting something that's heavily shorted. Hey, thanks, Joe. Yeah, I'm switching up my look this semester. Sometimes I switch it up. Yeah, we gotta watch out. We're gonna get shanked here in a minute. I mean, I know people like to think of it as a revolution. I really don't think it's going to put that much of a dent in a lot of things. I mean, I think that overall it is cool that more and more people are interested in investing and are investing their money. So I think that's the good takeaway here is, you know, you've got younger people especially getting hype about their money. And with stuff like Robinhood, you know, you can get partial shares and it's popular, you know, with young people and all that stuff. So... Well, I don't know. I just change my look up every now and then. Alright, let's go take a look at this.
Zed's bot.
Okay, yeah. Should have maybe hit it this way, but...
Gotta go, because that's gonna be here. Okay.
Your deer's gonna be able to run him down. Alright, we can just rinse and repeat. What? Dogecoin's a real thing? It's like Bitcoin, but it's like a troll coin. I thought that was just for fun. I don't know. What the hell ever. As long as people are just, you know, playing with small amounts of money, having some fun, whatever. Yeah, Camille is getting pretty fed. Well, we've got all of our vision set up around the other thing, but... Okay, Camille's top. Yeah, I think we just should be able to get this, I think. Get the bard, get the bard. Fucking hell, they all got out.
Dead.
Yeah, we gotta get Camille.
I think Darius is going.
Okay, that's fine. We did get the dragon. They all ran away.
The Gale Force is just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Zed?
Just like this inevitable squeeze, man. With the seeds, man. It's like Anaconda.
Push mid, I'm AFK. So do I need to get Grievous Wounds, or are you just gonna get it?
No, I got it. I've already got it. Yeah, that weird looking thing is the support version of it. Getting buffed next patch, which is going to be solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be working bottom. They're going top, which is kind of weird. Hopefully Darius doesn't die here.
Ooh, that's clutch. Oh my god. That's a tilter.
I'm walking her down with these super minions. God, there's 3 people top. Yeah, y'all are just running through that. I'm just applying some extra pressure here. Oh god.
Damn.
Damn, I should have spread out more. Guess I'll just get staff flowing water, final item. I'll just wait on it. How did they catch him? What? Bard thing?
Oh my god.
He almost made it.
Now, dude. Oh.
Oh shit, he's done. This Azir's had enough.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Okay.
Okay, we did get the Poppy, which is nice. Now shit. Now I got that. Okay, well, we can start working top. If I would have spread out it. Yeah.
Definitely not walking alone.
Nah.
Darius, does it seem too bright there, buddy? I have to say Darius here. I got turret. What the fuck?
I don't even know if we're going to be able to kill him. 28 seconds. No, it's just a spec up. We need to get Baron. Yeah, or we're going to just get top on the way. They're not going to be able to contest this Baron, I don't think. Let's just come back. Fight him through the seeds. Fight him through the seeds. Oh, if he, yeah, if he hit one of those, we'll just go ahead and back.
Oh, I need, like... That's right here.
Where's this little fucker?
Okay, at least I'm back. Probably don't want to shadow.
Udyr's gonna get him, I think. How many freaking jumps does he have? Udyr's got him, though.
He's dead.
What? What? What is the cooldown on that shit? Okay, you got him. Like, seriously, it's like a 3-second cooldown on his jump. Okay, yeah, well, he's dead, so we gotta make a move here. That is unbelievable. What the fuck is that? Okay, Darius is getting middle. Good. He should be. The hell out of here with that, like, 3-second shadow.
Oh my god, am I gonna die here? Zed's dead for 16 seconds.
Okay. Now we got triple inhib down with all of this stuff. No, I think with this many things, we should be able to pressure. We don't have to dive. We just have so many supers. There's so many minions here.
Huge back.
I think that tower's just about to fall just from the minions there. Miss me with that shit. Get the hell out of here. Miss me with that shit. Nice.
Hey, I got 16 that time. Nice.
Big ballin'. Instead of taking drag. They did get that drag, didn't they? Is he talking about the last drag, or was it a previous one? I'm pretty sure they did get that last dragon where they were chasing the deer. He was on the way to the dragon. Malachi taking us to the moon. The rocket ship. I wonder if I start spamming that rocket ship, we'll probably get like demonetized or something. That's going to be the next thing. Like YouTube is going to ban people from mentioning GameStop. AMC was another one that was super popular that was down like 50% today at some point.
What was that?
I said AMC is another one that was like down 50% today and then kind of rallied back. I was showing Jason this earlier today. Like, this is just a 24-hour chart. It went up to like 500 or so, then dropped down to 140. Ended the normal session at 193, and then during the aftermarket, it went to 312. Now, that's what tells me it's not just all retailers. Like, people say, like... All right, let me fix the camera here. You know, people like to view this as a populist revolution, but I would not be surprised if it's other big money people and, like, the high frequency trading, the algorithm people that are also moving the stock a lot, right? Because the retail people, I don't think the like the Robinhood people can trade after hours, or it's a lot harder to do so. And the after hours still did 4 million volume, and it's up 61% in the after hours.
Pretty bonkers.
That's one thing people have to understand is they think that if they did, and a lot of people have not traded around 2008 and the flash crash of 2010 and stuff like that, is like there's a thing called a stop loss where if the stock goes to a certain amount, it'll automatically sell you out of that position in theory. So some people might say, well, I'll just keep riding it and then I'll just do a stop loss at 300, and if it goes below 300 or something like that, then it'll get me out of the trade automatically. That doesn't work if there's super high volume, like in a very short period of time, because the options person, the broker won't be able to fill the order because there's too much going on at the same time. Also, if it gaps higher, which happens with a lot of stocks, so if it opens significantly lower than where it was, stop loss will not protect you. So for instance, if this for some reason opened up at $50, it would blow right through your stop, which happened a lot with the flash crash, which was like basically like a bunch of high quality stocks like Apple and some other stuff lost like 20% or something in like 10 seconds, and then, you know, 1 minute later it was back up to its normal price. But people who had those stop losses got taken out of their position like instantly, and then stock was back to where it was. So that was called the flash crash. But anyway, so it's really dangerous. Like, you're not necessarily going to be protected. Now, if you have put options, that will protect you. So I would say if you're going to play this, do options and get puts involved too, which is like insurance in case it goes down. But that's just me. But yeah, AMC anyways was also down 56%, but I think it's up 30% in the aftermarket. So yeah, AMC is kind of the next really hot one. Bed Bath & Beyond's pretty popular. There's a few other ones. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond was down 36% today. Robinhood also banned trading in Bed Bath & Beyond and AMC and like the other memes, like the meme stocks, basically. So it wasn't just GameStop. Any new champion guides coming? I don't have any commissioned right now. I know that someone mentioned, they might want to commission a Maokai one. Just anything that's heavily shorted. That's the key ingredient. So anything where there's a very high short interest. I don't think CNBC tells you what the short interest is, but a lot of other websites will tell you. Does Yahoo Finance tell you? Wait, Doge? For Dogecoin? Oh my god, dude, Dogecoin's up 600% today? What?
OP.
I mean, it went from like almost literally 1 penny up to like 7 cents. It's supposed to be a meme. It traded 25 million shares today of Dogecoin. Oh my god. Rel. Alright. We gotta go hard here and get Jason this platinum. Fedora coin. Okay, this doesn't look like it's giving you the short interest immediately. But I've seen short interest posted in some places. Some trading platforms might have it. But there are places where you can find out what the short interest is on a stock as a percentage of the float. I noticed like GameStop has not said anything, I don't believe, about any of this, very wisely.
Who's their jungle? Echo, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh, higher mid. Duh.
Well, Dogecoin's a separate situation, I think. It's not shorted. We'll see. I mean, it's a very interesting story. Fedora coin.
Oh. Even League Chat, we're getting the whole GME, AMC, and BB.
Oh, they're talking about it now? It's literally
yeah.
everywhere. Hey, it's got, like I said, ultimately I think this is a good thing for people to just get interested in finance and try to learn how stuff works and then try to invest your money. Like I said, it's a little too risky for my taste, but it has kind of become a cultural movement, and at least people are trying to understand how that sort of stuff works more.
birthday stuff too.
Damn, they already got in here? Okay, I think that means he started top, right? Or else they just straight up did not leash for him. I think he had to start top, though. There's no way he did blue with 0 leash. I mean, he could do it, but it'd be terrible. So I think he started top. Probably red Raptors. So So, like, Sivir with the C's actually could be kind of annoying against me. I haven't played against a Sivir with this, but... Well, she doesn't have it yet, because she didn't use it a second ago, her spell shield.
Why can't I hit any CS? Lordy.
Shit. Really? What the fuck is the hitbox on that? Dude. There's no way I was in the hitbox for that shit. Seriously? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Well, I thought Sivir was gonna be the breakout ADC on this patch. It hasn't happened so far, but... Oh, he got debated. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Can someone get a replay of that for me? And just let me know if my foot was in that box, because I really feel like it wasn't. Maybe it was. I feel like that was a janked hitbox, though. And then Jin just freaking lost his mind. Okay, well, I stalled out her back quite a bit. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Play bad picks and bad picks only. Hey, guess someone's got to do it, right? Cute girls. Cute girls like Maokai.
Heimer's just annoying.
Mm-hmm. It used to actually have a random button in Champ Select, and they took it out.
Damn, I really want to... Look how Oh my god, we should kill them all. Echo's not 6. Oh my god. How we did not kill Echo, I don't know.
No clue. Holy shit, she's flashing on me.
Yeah, Echo's gonna be huge this game. Great.
Who?
Spoke.
Mm-hmm. Sivir, I cannot believe she fucking... I was holding my W. I guess I should have maybe tried to W the Echo instead of Sivir. The Echo, like, jumped over and then fucking, like, double jumped and flashed out or something. I should have just held my W for Echo, though, instead of trying to bait Sivir's spell shield. How'd that go so wrong? Well, Sivir spell shielded my W. Rel stunned, like, 2 or 3 people. And then Echo managed to, like, do damage and then flash out. I think he stunned 2 or 3 people with his stun, jumped over the wall, and then ran out of there really fast and didn't die. I mean, we should have wiped him. It's just like we played it almost the worst way possible. Shit, well.
Whatever. Oh man,
It's gonna be bad. Yeah.
Big flaps on that.
If he jumps this wall at me, maybe? I don't think he's gonna do it, though.
Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, they just really don't want to encourage people to yellow queue, which is why they got rid of the random button. Once the game started becoming more serious, it's just not a good idea. I mean, you can just random yourself, but and that's why they did kind of invent Earth for that, because they know there's definitely a market for that. They just wanted it to be in a more casual, forum. She's 6. I gotta watch out for that. Huh, what does Sivir's go in Eclipse? It's interesting. So Reckless played this recently? What is dude getting top? Oh, he's getting the shield bow on Aatrox over Gore Drinker? I mean, I know they nerfed shield bow, but like, seems...
Oh shit. That's...
He's gonna be real squishy.
Ooh. We're all gonna die here.
Halo Blades Lethality Sivir? Really? How'd she went like Essence Reaver something, Essence Reaver, Infinity Edge. No, Jen, kill the damn thing! God bless. Got a second charge off. Dude, I killed it mid-air too. What is that shit? I literally killed it mid-air and it still got the explosion on the tower. Oh, shit, really?
I'm coming down. We fight? My ult just came up.
Real. Okay, I guess she can get out. Huh. Alright. Guess at least saved my ignite. Would not have killed her.
Oh. Can we kill here?
Yeah.
Go on him.
Oh, Jen, don't! You
Yeah,
dumb
he's gonna die.
How stupid. Like, you're gonna die to clear a minion? Or not even a minion, a tower?
I'm gonna push
Yeah,
this
we gotta
wave.
push this in, yeah, because it's gonna... Okay, I mean, I haven't seen Sivir at all, but yeah, I think ER is really where you want to be. Essence Reaver. I mean, I could see with the Collector, if we're calling that a lethality item, that's just an OP item, in my opinion. But I could see with, like, building the Collector, but I wouldn't get, like, Dustblade or anything on her. I mean, maybe. I don't know. She does have kind of high base damages, but, like, her bounces can crit. She doesn't have. She does not have a great keystone though, right? Like she's not really a Kraken person. Shield bow's not that great. So I mean, I could see an argument maybe for Eclipse as your main thing, but then you can't get Infinity Edge.
That goes down there.
Okay. Yeah, there he is. I don't have any charges. Oh my god.
Does that go still there, you think?
He ran up river. I can't get to him. Okay. Yeah, those towers are just gonna blow me up.
Yeah, Echo's problem.
Yeah, I don't really understand the extra Eclipse nerf. I mean, they're just trying to nerf lifesteal across the board, but it's like, Eclipse is fine right now, I think. I mean, it doesn't say, like, you gotta give Jhin and Renekton something, you know? If you're gonna nerf all the other items, it's like, come on. I mean, they are buffing Shield Bow, but... Maybe I just start banning Echo, man. I don't know. That champ's so dangerous. If you ban Fizz, maybe I just ban Echo. So I feel like he's a problem in, like, at least half of the games that he's in. He just, like, goes completely out of control. shit out of here. Alright.
Kill this guy. Oh, careful. Getting so much health right now. My burn might get him?
Okay.
We get Rel here? She's slow, right?
We can get Rift. Let's just get Rift. Or first tower? Yeah, let's just get tower. Plates are off. We can get this and then maybe rotate over and get... See if we can get one more thing here.
Oh.
Well, they are breaking down here.
Yeah.
Okay, Nocturne's not here yet. Does he have anything? No, they see him. Let's just get this. Just let Nocturne go.
Okay.
We still got 40 seconds. He's gonna die right before Dragon comes up.
Are you gonna get, do I need to get the, Morelos?
I'll get it, I'll get it.
Okay. Sweet.
I think it's pretty much better for me to always get it, so you can get more power. Okay, so we're gonna lose this Dragon. It's gonna put us on third. They're gonna be on Dragon Point next time. But by God, we got those Wolves and Gromp. I tell you what.
That's right. Slowly coming back.
Yeah, we just gotta fight for the next one. But
We kill the Echo, I think we can win.
okay, Echo. Yeah. Gotta get more vision down. Yeah, he's a problem. He's right there. He's Echo's flanking you. How low is bottom? I've got to use this rift soon. We got to wait on regen.
Careful there, buddy. He's gonna eat it. He's gonna die.
Probably. Okay, well I had to R to try to save him.
Oh, I do damage.
Nice. Nice. Okay, there we go.
Wow. Echo is losing his mind.
Yeah, he's just... Oh, he getting mad or something. Holy shit. Wow. I guess I should not have gone into that. Damn. I don't think they Baron off of that.
They do. Magic resist? Oh, I just need to go death cap.
Hey, what's up, Steven? Well, we're 1-0 so far.
Oh yeah.
Had some interesting conversations about GameStop and Dogecoin.
As probably your whole day spent.
Yeah. Students in class. I mean, everybody's talking about it.
At work.
This is the most talked about thing, like, almost ever. At least among all, like, different, you know, types of people around. I really need to get my sweeper. I have to use this rift here soon.
he's
Okay.
dead.
Well, interesting. Yeah. He got shanked. He might is dead too.
No.
They have this warded, or did he just randomly? No, they have it warded.
Oh my god.
I guess we got 2 towers there. Maybe we get a charge top. Okay, then we're gonna get tier 2 top. If we could have just gotten the echo. He's really low, though. Okay. Please don't die, set. Oh, there's echo.
Get him?
Okay, yeah, we should be able to get this then. He overstayed. Oh, nice. Oh, shit.
I'm dead. Can we kill him? Oh my god, that killed me. Yeah, you guys got it. Fine, it's taking like 100 years to kill Rel.
Oh my god, dude, the fucking stun. Okay, he got him, though. Wow, dude. Okay, well, that was my bad. But we ended up doing alright. Okay, he faked it.
Nice.
We back in it, boys. Let's surrender, guys. No chance. No, we can't win. It's a platinum game. They never throw. Oh my god. It says 5,000 gold? Dude, go buy. What the f... You're worth a lot, man. Please don't give him that shutdown.
Echo's right there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Collapse. Bitch.
That's right. The boy done lost his mind.
Oh.
Jesus. Okay, he flashed out though. He got scared. Oh my god. Really? No, don't, Set. Please don't. I literally just died right in front of you, man. Oh, okay. That was a lot of damage. Dude, this dinger. Shit does so much damage. Huh. Well.
I might have to get Morelos here, I think. There's just too much healing.
I would just keep doing your big damage.
Alright.
That was, I mean, that was just basically me getting caught. Those two just outsmarted me. I was trying to throw a seed in the bush, and they were already there. I wasn't respecting that Rel can jump over the wall like that. Yeah, he's not even... That's a really weird-ass build.
Ooh.
The Aatrox. He's so squishy. I mean, he does have shield bow, but...
Yeah. He was like...
But his health... He shouldn't have that much health, like 2,000 health or something.
Yeah. Shoot, I might need to get Rylai's here. Just help kite.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. You already have a rod, though. I would just commit to a rod item.
Yeah. Gonna keep pushing mid up.
Okay. They got Water Dragon coming up soon, but yeah, I think we can get this first.
Echo?
Really?
We traded ults there. Okay. Somebody please help me with the Echo?
He's gonna blow me up in like one hit. Gotta wait till he uses his jump, maybe. Okay.
I'm alive.
Who all's left? Dinger. Dinger might just go get Dragon. That would be Water Soul. Someone's already backing to get it. We gotta go get Water Soul. We gotta go protect Water Soul from Heimer.
We can get this, I think.
If he hasn't soloed it already. Okay, nice. Yeah, we gotta shut that up. He had to back, okay. Okay, now we can go back over there. Okay, I guess he's just back, and I guess Will's back too.
Really just want to wait back to get my death cap.
Yeah. True. What if you could pay your own bounty? I guess that'd be interesting. I don't think you'd want to do it, though. Yeah, they're gonna get Baron, but I don't know. We just could not give them water, I don't think. Maybe we can get in there fast enough. Okay, can we clean up a fight here, though? Fuck.
Oh, I'm dead.
Damn, they didn't even have Aatrox for that.
That might be...
Might be game. They might be able to hold. I mean, Set's going to be difficult for them to kill, probably. Okay. Nah, they're going to get it.
Damn. Give me 1 second.
Sure. Saber greater than Jin? Maybe. I really don't think the Saber was the issue. That guy. I think it was like 90% Echo and 10% Heimerdinger. I mean, really, it wasn't even a champion thing. We just played that poorly. Like, if we could have just all, like, if we should not have backed. I should not have backed right there. I mean, what did I buy? An amped home? You know, like, we should have gone straight to Baron and set up Baron and waited for pressure middle.
I'm ready.
Yeah, so the problem was I should not have backed. I should have stalled with seeds around Baron. Even if Nocturne is backing right there, because there's nothing important for me to back. I still had a control ward. You know, I'm pretty sure. Maokai's taking us into the dirt. Maokai's my highest winning champ by a large margin. Well, on this account, I guess not by a large margin. Leona's close, but... It's not holding me back. What do you mean? Maokai picks holding me back. I'm literally 70% on this account on Maokai. I mean, Leona is also my second most played. Pretty close to Maokai, so it's not that it's not my style. I don't like... I've tried Rel. I just don't have a lot of success on Rel. I mean, maybe if I got better on her, but... Maokai's really good in a Rel. Because you just outscale her. I mean, that was just a game... I just made a macro error. I should not have backed with the Nocturne. I don't think so, Alistair. Disagree. I'll just get Echo out of there then. I mean, if you're saying on a Smurf, like 70% is pretty good. Like, it depends. But I mean, this is not like a lower ELO, right? This is like top 6% of the players. It's not like I've got 70% in iron on Maokai. And it's not just me. Like, he has a high win rate in solo queue, and he has a high win rate in pro right now, too. The problem is, like, Leona, like, you cannot play Leona into Rel. Like, Rel is one of the hardest counters to Leona right now. I mean, you can, but it's not going to be a good experience. And there's just more counterplay to Leona. There's really no like, the counterplay to Maokai is to pick an enchanter and outscale pretty hard. Like, Seraphine is good, but when I'm trying to get some wins, I know people want me to play something other than Maokai, and I will try to do that at some point, but we're really trying to get Jason into Platinum here. Oh, wait a second. Well, the nerf, like, doesn't, like, it hasn't really affected him at all. Like, actually, they aren't. Like, the Koreans are already playing on 11.2. Mandate. Post-mandate nerf. Some of them are playing on normal stuff. I don't think a lot of NA people have picked Maokai. Thought he was much more of a like Korean or Chinese thing. Yeah, he's got 64% win rate right now in pro. Literally the highest win rate champion with more than 30 picks, I think, right? Yeah, Rel has 59%. Yeah, any champion that's been picked more than 7 times, he is the highest one. Hey, thanks, Sophia. I appreciate the sub. And then in solo queue, he's not the absolute highest right now, but he's still, like, good, you know. Seraphine's, like, 55, but he's, like, 53. Hey, thanks, Cesare. So, I mean, it's, like, respectable. You know, he's top 6. And he's very close. Wait. No, I was looking at something else. Never mind. Not top 6 overall win rate. I was thinking I was looking at pick ban influence or something like that. I don't know what I was looking at. Maybe it was popularity. Either way, like a lot of these champions are like about 53%, right? He's within like a percentage point of, you know, the top 3 champs. Now, you really shouldn't be building him tank most of the time. I mean, he's like, it's okay to play him tank, but that's not really what's making him strong. I talk about this a lot in my support tier list. It's the AP version. I mean, the tank items are looking like they're okay situationally, but it's really just that first item. Like, yeah, you can go Chem tank or Locket or whatever sometimes if you want to, but it's the seeds do a lot of damage, give you a lot of vision. You're already pretty tanky with Aftershock with W. It's kind of like what you saw with Lux last year, right? Where she was just tanky, although she did a lot of poke damage and brought a lot of utility, she was difficult to kill. But you're already difficult to kill most of the time. Like, you're just not going to be a hard engaged tank most of the time. Oh, I mean, Nice is too big for me. That would be cool, but he's a much bigger content creator than I am. In the past, I've collaborated with Nasty before, or Nasty, or however you pronounce it, the support guy, and it really didn't like go anywhere. I don't know. I could try, but I would need to be either a higher rank or a more popular content creator. But I like Nice. I think it would be cool. He's really blown up over the last year. He bought like a professional editor. And that's really helped him out a ton. I feel like I should do something like that. If I really wanted a channel to grow, I probably should, but it's like, it's so expensive. Like, I just don't see how you could hire someone like that for less than $100 a day. I mean, maybe you get him $50 a day. I don't know. But it's probably going to take him at least a couple of hours to do like the editing and to get your thumbnail and all that stuff. Maybe more or less. Yeah, I mean, I've watched his coaching. Like, it's all right. He's mostly a top lane person. I mean, I think I already have like decent knowledge. I mean, I there's always stuff to learn, but I think until I get back to Diamond, like, I have the knowledge. It's just the execution. It's just not doing it, making the right choice at the moment, you know? Like, if I go back and look about that last game, for example, in retrospect, I know what I should have done. I should have not backed. No, yeah, I know he teaches macro and stuff like that. He's all right. I don't think, I mean, coaching is really good, and it is useful. But I think I know enough to probably get back to Diamond. We'll see. Yeah, I'd say he's probably it charges 200 now for coaching. Yeah, because it gets marketed so hard. He probably has the most popular coaching videos out there. He has to pay for, like I said, the editor probably costs $50 to $100 a day, like no joke. Because they're gonna have to put in 3 or 4 hours, right? And we're talking, American money, right? Unless you're getting like a high schooler or something like that, like a professional who's designing things like that is going to charge you at least $15 to $20 an hour, if not more. I mean, I've watched some of his stuff. Like, I do coaching as well. Honestly, he's a challenger. He does mention some stuff. But I mean, for support, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I think the stuff that I provide for support in my coaching sessions is pretty damn close to what he's doing, or maybe even more in some cases, depending on sort of what the situation is. He's obviously like a better player overall than I am, but who coaches the coaches? Okay, it's just all AD on their team. Probably not going to be getting poked. I'll just go ahead and get conditioning. That's rough. Hey, thanks, Will. I appreciate it. Their mother. Well, I mean, that's like who teaches the teachers, right? Because, like, teaching itself is a skill. And coaching is a skill. Like, you can be very good at something, but you may not necessarily be the best at explaining that to different audiences in ways that are going to be actionable and useful for that audience, right? So learning to adjust. And you see this sometimes, like I've seen this with like an LS coaching video before, who's obviously, a really good player and a good analyst, but when he was coaching somebody, he spent so much of the coaching session that I saw just talking about like just mouse clicks, like just doing these clicks and like these like super micro mechanical things in the lane. And some people pay him for that type of stuff, but that type of knowledge is not going to be great for someone who's in silver, right? They need to focus on like bigger macro picture things. You don't need someone from Harvard to teach your high school chemistry class, right? Like, it's nice. They probably know a hell of a lot about chemistry, but they may not know how to break it down and explain it or inspire people to want to learn it and things like that. I mean, I'm sure we've all probably had that teacher somewhere along the line where you're like, this person's really smart, but they just are not explaining this stuff very well. Like, it's totally going over my head. So, obviously I'm not saying that, that I'm a better coach than him in every situation. He's obviously going to be a lot better than me in a lot of situations, especially like top lane and things like that. But I'm just saying that there is something to be said for, like, there is some value in, like, training and education itself. How much would pro guides help you? I don't know. It depends on if you're getting individual assistance or if you're just getting VOD replay and, like, who it is. And, like, who's doing the coaching, right? Because there are some pros, again, very good players, but they would not be able to break stuff down and explain it very well to silvers. Maybe. Now, there are some that are very good at breaking down stuff. Like, I've really liked watching Double Lift's co-streams of the NA stuff, because he explains the bot lane, like, and some of the different matchups and what he thinks about the meta and theory crafting, and he has all this sort of inside knowledge about these different supports and their tendencies and stuff like that. And that's, like, super useful. Okay. Don't know where Nocturne is. He might be trying to avoid Udyr. He could be coming bottom, but... Yeah, there he is. Sniffed him out. Got him, coach. Damn, that was sweet, too. I used my W to dodge the Chompers and the Recon knockup, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I mean, I think I have enough juice in the tank, at least to get back to Diamond, and if I can get to, like, mid-Diamond, maybe I'd consider it again if I start to hit a roadblock at, like, D3 or D4. A lot of it is just focus. Like, I talk a lot to the stream, which I enjoy doing, and I'm going to continue to do that. Who had the Aftershock? I thought he had Aftershock. That's weird. And then just in general, I just have a hard time focusing, and I just miss stuff in the heat of the moment. But I think a lot of it is just focus and execution rather than not knowing, like, theoretically what to do in a given situation. There's obviously knowledge that's there, but I think I probably have enough to get me at least to mid or high Diamond, or maybe even low Masters, if it was just like, if you could pause the game at any given moment and just say, hey, what's the correct thing to do here? I could probably get it right, you know, 90% of the time. Like, I could probably agree with what, you know, a majority of challengers or masters or whatever would say that I should be doing. Fuck, really? Holy shit. If I was just sitting there, you know, being reflective... and not in the heat of the moment. So I think a lot more of it is just like performance, more so than knowledge, but yeah, Lopao is pretty cool. I haven't really watched a lot of his stuff. He hasn't really blown up like the other ones, though. A lot of my other contemporaries, you know, Aoki, Nasty, you know, all of them have at least moved up a little bit further than I am, but Lopao, for some reason, remains pretty suppressed, considering he's like a Masters or Challenger support. Like, he's a good support. Maybe he just doesn't do as much with the video editing and stuff as some of the other ones, or marketing. But he seems like a pretty cool young man. We should be winning this lane harder, I feel like, but... gone. They're on Dragon, I think. I don't know if we can do anything about that, though. Yeah, yeah. Udyr should be able to run him down, I think, right? Udyr, you're not going to run him down? He has bear stance, right? That seems a little weird. Seems a little sus. Yeah, I've got chat muted all the time. Yeah, that's smart. I mean, a lot of people who are giving advice or coaching are going to tell you to mute the chat. Like, there's no purpose in the chat other than if you want to try to psych out your enemy, you know, by talking trash in all chat. Because you can express, Jinx, this is not the time to freeze. It's like they are in the jungle, man. Really, it only hit one person? Or we should have had that pushed in way earlier. At least make them pay something for that roam. I used to say, you know what, you need to try to talk people off the cliff. You know, don't mute chat. But at least for me personally, even if I don't get like super mad about stuff, it's just annoying, right? Like 90% of chat is just people whining and complaining about stuff. And I know I complain about some things too. I try to, you know, I try to not do that too much. But yeah, it's just people complaining and trying to blame other people for their mistakes. Like, oh, I got ganked top, or where's jungler, you know, all that kind of stuff. And anything that is actually positive or constructive, they can express that with either pings or emotes. You know, they can give you a thumbs up or a happy face or something if they want to say something positive. And pings can, you know, show most strategic stuff. And anything that's too complex to express in pings is probably not worth expressing at all in a solo queue game. If you're trying to explain to someone what a 1-3-1 is, like, it's just too much. You just gotta stick with simple stuff. Like, get vision, get control of the bushes around an objective, fight in those bushes, or around the objective, right? Like, you don't need to be trying to orchestrate, like, complex rotations and split pushes and stuff. Yeah, so I leave pings on by default and then turn off chat. Surprised he didn't go for that. I was waiting on him to ult, and then I was gonna W him and ult her. Rakan's missing. Rakan might be coming middle, I don't know. Yeah, there he is. Damn it, she stepped up and saw me. Okay, I guess we gotta push one more. Damn, I should not, I didn't mean to clear that minion. They're all there. I mean, can we dive? We might be able to dive. Oh, she backed up immediately. She did miss a cannon minion, though. She's missed a little bit here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because Dragon's up, but... Jinx, please. Oh my god. Alright, well, I mean... And Nocturne's here, ready for Dragon. Udyr's backing. So stupid. Yeah, we gotta try to stall if we can. Okay, let's just get dragged. They're gonna... Are we gonna push this in and then get it, maybe? Okay. Well, they lost priority on us. That's good. Nocturne's right there. Oh, he's gonna be pissed about that. Oh, he gonna be mad about that one. Does she have heal? No, she doesn't. Okay, she's gonna get him though, right? Jinx, please. Okay, nice. I'll take it. Get them tendies. The Wall Street Pets people might say. Are you muted, Jason? Or are you just chilling?
Oh crap, yeah, my bad. I was trying to talk the whole time too.
That's alright. I was like, man, he's been quiet for a while.
Yeah, I know you've been talking, so I just kind of let
Okay.
you do your thing.
I want to invest in stocks, my parents say no. Well, it's probably a good thing. Depending on what you wanted to invest in, it depends. Why is the rank distribution so weird? Because they removed the promotion series. They were afraid there was going to be massive inflation, and so a lot of people are still getting negative plus minuses, right? So they're like gaining 12 and losing, 16. They said they fixed some of that on this patch, but I haven't. It still seems kind of lopsided in a lot of circumstances.
Bro.
By AMC. I mean, if you want to roll with it, go for it. I would not recommend it, but I'm a much more cautious investor. Okay, they got Rift.
Can't fight him without my ult.
I do invest. I don't know if Jason does that much, but yes, I do not own any GameStop or meme stocks though.
Yeah, I don't either. Sounds fun.
Okay, dragon's up a little bit. Yeah, they had to back. I'm pretty sure I just poked them all out. I usually sell covered puts on like relatively safe companies. Yeah, we gotta get top. Holy shit. God, they're gonna get fucking 3 towers and an inhibitor because Camille got ganked and died. That was a freaking blowout and a half. Do inhibitors heal? Yeah, a little bit.
They do, yeah.
I think Aaron's gonna fucking start split pushing. Okay, maybe we can get maybe get Baron here. God, they're all just splitting. Real. How the actual fuck did none of them die? Okay, Jinx's gonna get them all, maybe? What the fuck's going on? How did none of them die? I tied up Rakan and Talon. Okay. Oh my god. They must have like all flashed or something, man. I don't know. I could explain it to you more. If you just want to put money in, like a boring way to make money, just buy like S&P 500 index, which is just a share of the top 500 companies. I can't leave this much on the table though. I'm about to get flanked by Talon. Alright, Jinx should not be bottom. We need to... Where the... Oh, shit. They're all up here. I'm coming in. Hot. Yeah, the SPY. Or yeah, just stick with like big cap, you know, Apple, Microsoft, stuff like that. If you want something really safe, if you want something more speculative, you know, I would not go all the way on GameStop, but a good person to kind of watch and take it with a grain of salt, but like Kathy Woods, right now is kind of a pretty smart investor that's becoming really popular. And she has a nose for sniffing out some more risky types of assets that could be good. Yeah, everyone's been talking about GameStop. I don't know. To me, it's like someone. It's not exactly the same, but like someone who is, you know, got a lot of money off of, you know, playing Powerball or scratch offs or something, saying that everybody should go to the lottery. Oh, really? We couldn't convert that? Shit, is it about to go down? Oh, it's going down.
Where the hell did he go?
He ran way over there. Talking about Talon?
Yeah.
He's around our blue. He jumped the wall.
Did we kill him? Oh, no, we didn't.
We didn't get him. He's running. He's right there. But, I mean, it's fine. Like, it's just super high risk, high reward. Sure. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Rules for me, but not for thee. Yeah. I mean, there is definitely a level of hypocrisy there. It is kind of a different situation to some extent. I mean, I still think that the Robinhood and the platforms are going to get in trouble. But as I was... Can we get this? They don't have any vision over here. With their deer? Okay, he's going to go get Talon. Okay, maybe we can cut Talon off.
Kill Talon here. We should just...
Damn, I was trying to give it away.
Kill them right here.
Oh, the fail flash. Just let him go. Just let him go. Whatever. But yeah, trying to help the hedge funds out is bad. I mean, they're trying to... Like, you have a certain level of responsibility as a broker towards helping protect people from taking on too much risk. That's why a lot of traditional brokers, you have to, like, apply to be able to trade options. And they'll only let you take on so much leverage and things like that. What the... How did they get vision of that? Oh my god. Did they blue ward it? How the actual... Talon gave him vision? Like, how the fuck did he have vision of that? Oh, maybe he blue... He must have blue trinketed instantly and then ulted in. Everyone should have just killed him. Like, I don't know why people didn't turn and kill Nocturne immediately. Like, he got like 4 auto attacks. Well, I'm not sure that it is legal. There's a lot of people that have, you know, that might challenge that legally. But, like I was talking about earlier, I was saying, you know, there's going to be some problems if they don't do anything also about little Larry, you know, who works at McDonald's that puts his life savings into that because he heard a tip on Reddit. Come on, we got another stun. We got one more stun. And if it, you know, and then his parents are going to sue, you know, if Larry loses all of his money and commits suicide or something, then, you know, his parents are going to sue and say they weren't doing enough to protect my son. They should not have let him do this. But then, who is it? Someone also pointed out that they actually could, in theory, if they allow stuff like this to keep going on, then they might lose a lot of money themselves. Because of, like, how shorting works. Because they're the ones who lend out the shares, the market maker, so... Oh, damn, okay. Nice. So it's extremely complicated. I mean, GameStop's just kind of screwed either way. Because there's, you know, there's a lot of lawsuits out there for things like that, where people are not handling their risk properly. The person who's in a position of authority can be held responsible, right? So, for instance, you'll learn that if you... Shit, where is this?
Damn.
The example I used is if you're a teacher and some kids at your school, like, see some cool action movie and they start doing backflips off of the building because they saw, you know, their favorite action star doing backflips off the building, you know, they're going to be sued and responsible if one of those kids gets hurt, because they are supposed to say, hey, that's dangerous, don't do that. Right? Or if you, like, work in a bar and you serve a drunk person, and that drunk person drives home and hits somebody and injures them or kills them, you can be held responsible for that because you served them that drink, and the lawyer is going to say, you should have been able to tell that that person was drunk, that's why you have training, and you should not have served them. Even though you're not the person driving the car, even though you're not the kid doing the backflip, if you're in the leadership position, and you could have curbed risky behavior, then you can be held legally liable if you don't. So there's just so many lawsuits and just random crap going on in our country right now
Talon's bot.
that I can see why they would want to limit risk, but Talon's top. Yeah, we gotta stop that. He's gonna get a free inhibitor. Okay, Camille's stopping it. Camille's got it marked, I think. He's still gonna get it though. Probably. Yeah. She better kill him though, right? I mean, is Udyr gonna... Okay, yeah. Okay, maybe we can fight now. There's a lot of stuff at play. I mean, Robin Hood's gonna lose any way you look at it, but I probably would have played it differently. I would not have cut people off, because that's gonna open you up legally liable as well, and that's a terrible PR thing. Like, a lot of the Reddit people are not gonna want to use Robinhood as much anymore. Although, fortunately for Robinhood, a bunch of the other brokers also cut it off. So it's really complicated. But yeah, I don't think they've handled it particularly well. And, you know, I do think that people should be allowed to trade in those things if they understand the risk. Because, I mean, well, let's just get out of here. They're not going to accomplish anything here. Yeah, just take top side of the map.
I got Death Cup now.
Okay. Because, you know, at the end of the day, look, people can invest in penny stocks, people can buy options that have like a 5% chance of success. Like, there's all sorts of risky stuff people can do with their money. So, you know, I think that just from a risk standpoint, like, should it be allowed, something that's risky like that? I think the answer is yes, as long as the risk is disclosed. But you do have those external factors. I'm not entirely sure that it's, like I said, all about kind of like risk management, right? Like, some of it is, you know, they might be losing a lot of money off of the shorts. I think that there's definitely going to be increased regulation on the shorting. Like, you should not be able to short more than the float.
Shit, I thought he was going for me.
Shit, Talon assassinated our...
Not kill the Bane.
Fuck,
Damn.
everybody died! What the fuck?
I went for the Vayne.
Why can't we just do Baron? Oh, is there actually a kid that did self-harm already? I mean, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be a headline. Okay, well, whatever. We just reset and get this now. I think we're still in an okay spot. It's not great, but... yeah, I mean, leverage is a thing, too, and that's... I don't know how Robinhood runs it, but like I was saying earlier, like, you usually have to apply for options and to be able to, you know, take out margin and stuff like that, and there's a reason for that. It's very dangerous, and you can get cleaned out.
Damn. Just in the vein. At least you guys killed the vein that time. You guys aced it.
Oh, yeah, we just win, I think. Yeah, I was sitting there trying to protect the Jinx that time. Okay. Welcome to hell, Rakan. Maokai is such a bad matchup. Oh, that literally happened. So what I said was going to happen actually literally happened today. Some kid bought in at the top, tried to get out, couldn't close his position, thought he lost a ton of money, and then killed himself. That's the headline. That's going to be all over the news tomorrow, probably. Yeah, so it sucks. And I mean, that's part of it is like people, you know, morally don't want that kind of thing to happen. Although, once again, you can do this with scratch-offs in casinos and, you know, buying penny stocks, but it's such a large movement that changes the dynamic of it. You have so many people that never even thought of investing that are hearing about this from, you know, all their friends, their kids, on the Reddit meme posts and video games. Everybody's talking about it. And so you're going to have a lot of, like, really inexperienced people doing it. So that's kind of what changes the dynamic of it, is it's so mainstream right now. So once again, I'm saying that people should be allowed to do that because they can, but I don't know. It's extremely complicated. There's not an easy answer to this, but well, that's the thing, is like the leverage, sort of what Yogg is saying. You know, you should not be able to roll up and start a Robinhood account with $1,000 and be able to use $10,000 worth of leverage or whatever. That's where people get into trouble. Leverage is borrowed money, if you don't know the thing for that. Like, some brokerages won't let you leverage that much. Like, my broker will let you leverage like 3 to 1. It depends on how much you have in your account and things like that. But usually they will call you before you get lost. But when you get large losses, but when stuff is what they'll call gapping, which means there's such a large volume that it trades so fast that they can't fill it at the price they're quoting it at, it's going to go lower. So if there's like 10 million people asking to get out of GameStop at the exact same time for, you know, $300, they're not going to be able to fill all those orders at $300. Some people might get filled at $250, some people might get filled at $200. Because it has to match 1-to-1 every time somebody wants to sell, someone else has to buy. And it's got to go through the algorithm and find somebody to buy. And if no one's willing to buy it for $300, if everyone wants to sell it for $3 but no buyers are stepping up, then Robinhood or E-Trade or whoever has to buy it. And they might take a loss on it, so they're going to buy it for a lot less. So it gets really complicated. You can win or lose, but it's really bizarre market conditions. Like, that's the huge thing. Like I'm saying, there's such a large volume in a stock where there's not that much stock that actually exists. that people are getting gapped, and people are using leverage.
Well, we're definitely gapping people.
Yeah, that's right.
Poor kitty.
Oh, okay. So there was some glitch in Robinhood where someone like used a credit card to get like 10-to-1 leverage in Robinhood. Why is GameStop so high? Well, so that's part of it, but like the main reason is it's a heavily shorted stock, which is kind of complicated. That's basically where you bet against a stock, and a bunch of big money people were betting against the stock at $10, like $5 to $10, and so people started bidding up the stock because if you short the stock at $10, every time it goes up $10, you just lost 100% of your money. So you can actually lose more than you put in if you short a stock. Your losses can go infinite. When you buy a stock, there's a set amount you can lose, right? You buy a stock for $10, it goes to zero, you just lost 100%. But if the stock goes to 20, if you short it, you lost 100%. If it goes to 30, you lost 200%. It goes to 40, you lost 300%. And so on and so forth. So a bunch of hedge funds shorted GameStop because they thought it looked like a terrible company, like it was going to go bankrupt, and it was in a lot of trouble for a long time. But the brokers actually let them short 140% of the amount of stocks out there. So they were so the amount of stocks that are short are more than actually exist, which should not happen, but they let that happen. And so when something goes up and up and up, the people that are short have to buy the stock to get out. So if you just took a 300% loss, if you shorted it at $10 and it goes to $30 and you want out, you have to buy the stock. That buying forces the stock to go up. The other people that are short the stock now lost even more money, so now they want to sell out, which means they have to buy, which means the stock goes up. And then the other shorts that are still in it, they lose more money, now they have to buy, and that like cycle continues for a really long time. So it's like a feeding frenzy with the shorts. And then you've got all the Wall Street people that see it going up also, and they're like, hey, that's going up a lot. All these people on Reddit said buy it. You know, my friend in calculus class said to buy it, so I'm going to buy it too. So you have kind of this perfect storm of so many people buying the stock because of Reddit and the shorts having to cover because they're losing all this money. That's not how people have made money for years. It's a very specific circumstance that's dealing with the mechanics of the market and shorting something that should not have been able to short it that hard. People have made money shorting, but this is not shorting, this is short squeezing. And it's a very large amount of short squeezing. And it's very organized, and it's on a very high scale. You know, that's like saying, well, Amazon's not really doing anything different because people have been trading throughout all of history. Merchants have made money throughout all of history. It's like, no, it's different because of the volume and like the technology and different things that are going on right now. Like that changes the dynamic. And like you aren't allowed to do something like what they're doing now. If you're an institution, it's a lot harder to do that. Like you can't organize. There are regulations against financial institutions from collusion, like all getting together and hammering somebody, right? Like you can't have, there's like antitrust things and things like that. Like you can't have Microsoft, Apple, and Google all come together and say, you know what, F Facebook, we're going to take them down. Let's spend all of our money and buy Facebook. We're going to do a forced buyout of Facebook, and then we're going to split it up amongst ourselves or something like that. Or we're going to all go in and short the shit out of Facebook until they go bankrupt, right? Like there are rules against that type of thing for large companies, but there are not for individual investors. Um, I agree. A lot of big techs are. No, it's not really billionaires. Like, hedge funds, you can get into a hedge fund right now if you want to. It's a lot of, like, probably retiree type of people, too. They get into it. Like, it's not, you know, Jeff Bezos is the hedge fund, right? Or something like that. It's different individuals that buy into it, just like you would buy into a mutual fund. It could be people's grandmas and stuff like that that are buying into these things. Now, usually it is, you know, a little bit more wealthy investors. I don't know that you might have to have more money to get into it, but it's just a fund like anything else. The only reason they call it a hedge fund is because they are able to short things. Standard mutual funds cannot short, they can only buy. So they can only bet that a stock's going up. Hedge funds can also bet that it's going down. The hedge funds are just a drop in the bucket. Like, the big money is like mutual funds. And things like that. Like, one specific fund that was shorting GameStop lost like $3 billion. But I'll guarantee you, big money is participating in this. Like, I was telling this to Jason and other people that were here earlier. You know, the stock traded 4 million shares. I'm gonna have to flash out. I think I got gerbated by the jungler here. God, they're all so low. I guess we didn't die though, so that's good. But you know, aftermarket trading, which like the bell rings at 4, and the vast majority of people cannot trade after the close. But like big money people can trade after the close. There are certain ways to do it. You just have to pay more fees. Like certain brokerages, you can trade after the close. I think you probably just better back, man. It's pushing against us. I guess he is pushing, but that you should just back, man. We're gonna get zoned. She's just gonna die. This is such a huge mistake people will make. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I got him, I think. And the stock was up like 40% in the after hours, which means it's big money that's making money off of this too. Like, you're starting to get some of the algorithm people. So it's not just like a bunch of peasants with pitchforks rising up against, you know, the local lord, right? It's other big money sniffing blood in the water then going after this too. Who could have possibly guessed that would have happened? Ashe sits around, literally gets like 0 CS for about a minute, and then Jhin just flashes on her with 4th shot. No, I would not get Sunfire on Mao, especially after it got nerfed. If you do want a tank item, I would probably just get Locket, or potentially the Engage one, the Chem tank. Like, if you're in Ashe's position, you just have to understand you're never going to touch that wave that's pushing against you, and it's so risky that you need to just back right there and just reset. It's like, what are you going to lose? You're going to lose 1 wave. I'm there catching the experience anyways, so it's not going to waste. And then you can come back with, you know, fresh HP, maybe a potion or something, an extra Doran's Blade or a longsword or whatever. You just got to give up that loss. Too many people are thinking, oh, I don't have my item yet, or I can't back. It's like, well, you have to. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, so it's all very complicated, and you know, we'll see how it goes. It's certainly interesting. I think the main person who's at fault are the people who like the platforms for lending out that many shares and for closing down the trading in those shares. It's definitely going to be looked at very heavily. It's the same thing like with the financial crash or whatever of 2008. Like the people who ended up with the most responsibility were not the homeowners who took on the risk they should not have taken on. It was the adults in the room who did not do enough to curb the speculation. I mean, actually, that's a pretty good parallel for maybe why Robinhood and them tried to shut it down. It's because, you know, those banks and stuff were really held liable. Like, yes, people should know what they're doing. They should understand, hey, you know, I probably can't afford this mortgage if I'm making $10,000 a year. I probably can't buy $1 million house. But the banks gave them the opportunity to do that anyways. And then it caused huge problems. So the banks ended up being liable for a lot of that because they were supposed to be the adults in the room and curb the risk. They're supposed to be the fun police. And so people might view Robinhood in the same way. It's like, hey, all these people are taking on all this excessive risk that they're not fully like aware of. You need to be the adults and cut it off. But it is a different situation though. It's hard to know, man. I mean, they're just screwed either way, like I mentioned before. Okay, so shorting GameStop is in and of itself is not illegal. That's a perfectly legal move. However, being able to allow 140% of the float to be shorted, that's a different question. It's probably legal, but it's probably not ethical. So I think that will get changed. But the people buying GameStop, I think that's legal. I think the people who are buying it are fine, right? The people on the Wall Street, the just ordinary citizenship on Wall Street bets is probably fine. Like, you know, Jenny who bought $1,000 worth of GameStop's not going to be in any legal trouble for buying it. But I do think there will be an investigation of the people at the top end of Wall Street bets, though. Like the guy who put $50,000 in and was promoting it very heavily. I don't know. I'm not a legal expert, but if he wasn't saying anything that was like a lie about it, then he's probably in the clear legally. I mean, he disclosed what his position was. He wasn't telling anything that was materially false about the company. Just the thesis was straight up, hey, this is a heavily shorted stock. Buy it. So I think that that's going to be fine. The people who will be in legal trouble are probably Robinhood. Please. Holy shit, really? The fuck is this dude's movement? What is his movement speed? Okay, he has boots of swiftness, I guess. Jesus Christ. Wow, I got pwned. Literally goes boots of swiftness. Like, first item. Ash blue both sums. Wow, okay, I guess I should have looked at his boots. God, this combination is such fucking bullshit. I really... Jin Zerath, when they get ahead, if you don't get any ganks, it's so hard. That was totally our fault for overchasing the Jin, though. I think he was promoting it. I mean, right? Like, you can't say he was not promoting it, though. He's like, hey, this looks like a really good opportunity. I mean, I haven't read the post, but it's probably something like, you all should go buy this. It's going to the moon. Like... But I think he's allowed to do it. I think he's allowed to promote it. As a private citizen, if he's not lying about something with the company, if he's not saying, hey, this company like is going to make all this extra money, and blah blah blah, if he's not saying any materially false things about it, because like institutions, you can't do that. If you're a big institution, especially, you can't come out and say, hey, you know, I think that Apple is going to come up with the iPhone 18 and they're going to release it in March. We all need to buy into it right now. And then it turns out that there never was an iPhone 18 and this person's just making up stuff to try to pump the stock up. That's illegal. But I don't know how much that applies to ordinary citizens. And also, I don't believe anybody was saying anything materially false. I think it was literally just saying this, like, yeah, we don't give a crap about the fundamentals of this company. We are investing in it strictly because it's heavily shorted, and mechanically, it will have to go up if we short squeeze them. But I'm sure we will hear all about it legally very soon. But the ordinary citizens, probably nothing that's going to happen to them. The ringleader of Wall Street Bets, or of that particular thread, probably okay. No. You have to come down here sometime like last year, man. I mean, I'm not usually one of those, like, you know, jungler please type of things, but in this matchup, like, it's so vulnerable to ganks, and it's so terrible for 2v2. Dude, you gotta leave. That's gonna die. I don't think it's going to result in any legislation that, like, evens the playing field, other than it might limit the leverage that people can have. And it'll limit the ability for market makers to, like, short more stock than the float. Fuck, I might just die here. He's probably going to be able to dodge it. Yeah. Nah, this one's probably about done. Well, that's a separate thing if we're talking about, like, insider trading. I mean, they do get people for insider trading also. Like, it's really hard to prove some of those things. Like, you know, rich people are just going to have very smart people working for them, too. You know, a lot of the time.
Oh my god. Still about died.
Some people, I mean, like Martha Stewart was busted and did some time for insider trading. Like, it does happen. But yeah, I mean, there are going to be people that, you know, your person might say, hey, you need to get out of this stuff. The mortgage situation's looking bad. That's not necessarily insider trading. That's just being smart. So it's difficult to prove insider trading a lot of times. But most people only care that the itch stop the poor from getting any money. Oh, the rich? Do they, though? I mean, maybe, but, like, they are literally sending out checks to everybody right now. And they're increasing, like, unemployment benefits. I mean, you're talking about the narrative about, like, them shutting down, I guess, if you're talking this specific instance, about them, like, stopping the trading. And it could be that, but I don't think it's a great conspiracy by the Illuminati to stop Joe America from making money on GameStop. Like I said, like, it might be some of that, but it's some combination of they're worried they're going to lose too much money as a company because they're a market maker, and if these shorts get blown out and they can't pay, they might lose money. So it could be that. It could be the threat of getting sued for people like that kid who committed suicide. I'm just dead. I don't think there's a grand, like... I mean, maybe the Wall Streeters have a grand narrative. I don't think Robinhood and them have a grand narrative. They're just in damage control. Like, they're just trying not to get sued as much as they can. I mean, like I explained earlier with the teacher analogy and the bartender analogy, like... you have responsibility. If you do not prevent something from happening, you're responsible for that. I mean, and it's going really far legally right now. Like, I'll tell you, as far as, like, Title IX stuff at my school, if I even hear anything that could even remotely be interpreted as sexual harassment, if, like, I come in before class and, you know, little Jenny's sitting there talking, oh, over the weekend, my friend Tom grabbed me in this weird way, and I felt kind of, if she's just talking to her friend about it. My friend Tom grabbed me in this weird way, and I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I have to report that, or I can get in trouble. Even though she wasn't talking to me, even though I don't even know a lot of the situation, if there's anything that could even be remotely related to something like that, I have to report it, or I can get in trouble, and I could potentially get sued for something like that. Like, it's really crazy out there how much responsibility you have in a leadership position and how easy it is to get sued. Like I mentioned with a bartender, they told us, this was like 10 years ago when I was in the restaurant, right? Even if someone holds their liquor really well, right, and you can't tell that they're drunk, potentially, and you serve them that last drink, you give them that last shot of Jack Daniels, and they go out and start driving, and they go, you know, run into someone at an intersection and kill them, they can come back and sue you. Or not only, they're probably not going to sue you because you don't have a lot of money, they're going to sue the restaurant that you're a part of, and you could get fired for that. I mean, it could even be like you serve them the last drink and then they go and have some more shots in their car and get rid of their Jack Daniels bottle, throw it out the back window while they're driving down the interstate, and then you're the last person that served them a drink at an official destination. You and the restaurant could get sued for that. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't think it's a grand conspiracy about, like, Robinhood trying to, you know, take people down. I think it's just, like, they're scared shitless that they're going to get sued off of this. Especially, someone told me there's already been a case of someone committing suicide over losing a lot of money on this stock. Like, it's a nightmare. Exactly, Toos, yes. You cannot ever lose more than you put in if you don't borrow money. If you're not using what they call margin, which is borrowed money. It's basically like a credit card for stocks. Shit, I'm just dead. I mean, we're just getting beat down. American law is as old as America itself. Yeah, but it's very dynamic. The law is not a static thing. It changes over time. But yeah, if you just straight up put $1,000 in and you invest $1,000, you cannot lose more than $1,000. Like what happens on places like Robinhood is you can put in, or at least you used to be able to put in like $1,000 and invest $5,000. And then in theory, you could lose $5,000 on your investment, and then you would owe Robinhood $4,000. No, it's not as scary. It's pretty extreme circumstances. People are being very extreme when you hear of people getting blown out. Damn, we lost 21 on that. Holy shit, really? So annoying. Yeah, it's only if you short the stock, which means you're betting against it. Your losses can be infinite, but you can't short without a margin account. And usually they will margin call you before you go negative. So even in one of those like really high-end accounts, if you're gonna lose more money than you have, if you're a retail investor, they're gonna call that in. So like for instance, if you try to short a stock and it is you bought it for $10 and the stock goes to 20, that's, you know, pretty close to a 100% loss. And depending on how much money you have in your account, they're going to do what's called a margin call, which means they are going to make you either put up more money or cash out of all your positions and sell. And I don't know what the percentage is, but if you get close to like losing half your money or something like that, usually they're going to margin call you. But if it happens super fast, then the system may not be able to keep up with it, and they may not margin call you fast enough. That's a huge part of it, is it's moving so fast that like things like stop loss are not being procced. A stop loss is, and a lot of people think this saves them, like you can just take on a huge risk and have a stop loss and it's going to save you. It's not in a really wild market. So what a stop loss is, most brokers, if not all of them, allow you to put in like an automated command basically that says if you buy a stock for $20 or whatever, you can put in a command that says if it drops down to $17, sell. Like, get me out of this automatically. And then if you're at school, at work, or whatever, people think they have peace of mind where it's like, okay, I'm only going to be able to lose, 15% off of this because I have a stop loss at 17. And in normal market conditions, that's true, because usually stocks move in a pretty, like, relatively slow, predictable pattern, and you'll get stopped out at the appropriate level. But if the stock moves super fast, like GameStop is, then they may not be able to fill your stop fast enough. Because there just may not be enough sellers. Or there may not be enough buyers. If everybody sells at the same time, there has to be a buyer on the other end of every sell. And so if they can't find a buyer, then the price goes down until they find someone who's willing to buy it at that lower price. So when you have stuff like GameStop, which probably usually trades 10,000 shares a day or something low like that, trading 25 million shares per day, trading like literally more than 100% of the shares every day that even exist, then it's really hard to make that market. It's really hard to find someone that will match your price. So when it starts swinging like $100 all at once, if someone bought GameStop for $300 and they're just like, okay, I'm going to stop loss it at, $290, and everybody sells all at once within 30 minutes, then you may not actually be filled until $200. Or this is even more common if it gaps overnight. So for example, the stop loss does not protect that. It only operates during normal business hours. So, for example, because there's after hours trading. Some, especially the big money people, can trade pre-market and post-market in the after hours. You can do that as a retail investor, but you have to have a little bit more of a sophisticated account, and it costs extra fees and all that kind of stuff. It costs the big people extra money too to do that, extra fees and stuff like that, but you know, they have more money to cover that. But for example, if you look at something like GameStop here, right, it's down 44% during normal operating hours, but then after hours it's up 61%. So if you tried to bet against GameStop, for example, at the end of the day, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna bet against GameStop at you know, 193, but then I want to be stopped out at 200. So if it goes above 200, I'm not gonna lose any more money. Yes, you are. Like when it opens up tomorrow, you just lost 61% if you bet against GameStop right there. So stop loss does not protect you against gaps or in like really wild market conditions. So that's why dealing with this stuff is so dangerous, is because it, like if you just put a stop loss on Apple or something like that, you know, like you're probably going to get stopped. And it'll be fine, but well, big money's not selling. Big money is buying. Big money's buying also because they are short. So they have to buy the stock to get back in. So the hedge funds want to buy. They want to buy at a low cost. Everybody right now wants to buy. The selling is people that own the stock, the Redditors, all these other people that made all this money cashing out of their position. The people that are short have to buy the stock to cover. They cannot sell it. That's people cashing out who own the stock. That's how it gets sold. The big money wants to buy. They have to buy it, which is a huge part of why it's going up. They have to buy to cover. If it goes down, it's because people who have it already, who presumably have made a lot of money, are selling it. Or people who bought it. More than likely, it's people who bought it at $3.50, it went down $50, and they got scared shitless and sold it immediately. Why is this guy saying this is loss? Oh, he says that before every game? I don't know. I probably should have scouted this a little bit better, but whatever. No, that's not all Reddit can do. Reddit can sell, and Reddit is selling. People are telling, they are not everyone is your friend, you know, on Reddit Wall Street Bets. They'll tell you, oh yeah, I'm holding. Yeah, I'll go to the moon, blah, blah, blah. They're selling. A lot of them are selling and cashing in profits because that's the smart thing to do right now if someone's made a lot of money. They'll tell you that, but that, I mean, that's how pyramid schemes work, which is basically what this is. It's just a game of chicken. A reverse game of chicken. The person who stays in the longest is going to be the person who loses the most money at the end of the day on this. I mean, they're going to tell you to hold, so the price stays up. It's almost like the convict thing, right? That you see a lot of times, like the prisoner's dilemma, right? Where if, you know, two people get arrested and no one snitches on the other person, the sentence is probably going to be lighter, but someone's going to snitch, right? Someone's going to cash in to the moon. I mean, it might. I mean, it's, like I'm saying, it's people's prerogative. If they want to do it, it's their choice. I think, like, the individual, like, small-scale person participating in this, I think is perfectly fine. As long as you're cool with losing the money, if that happens, sure. It's the only thing that could be problematic are the people in leadership positions, right? Either the Robin Hoods or the SEC for not regulating this type of stuff better. So That's exactly what I said, Yogg. Now, I'm not sure that I could prove that, but I was definitely floating that as a scenario. Is because it's anonymous. You don't know who these Reddit people are. It could easily be big money people posing as Redditors. And trying to pump up the stock and making money. Because like I just said, that after hours move where there's whatever 10 million shares getting sold in the after hours, retail investors, most of them are not going to invest in the after hours. Oh, most of them probably don't even know that you can do that. So that's big money. After hours stuff and pre-market stuff is big money. And so the fact that you're seeing these huge moves like that is big money somewhere. So now that would be potentially illegal to do that. Maybe, but I don't know if it is. It's really complicated. It'd be very interesting if you were like a financial lawyer. He fucking hit a minion? Are you shitting me right now, bro? He fourth shot a minion there. If he would have shot the Vayne, we would have won that. How long did it take you? Oh, to cut my hair? I think my wife cut it in like 45 minutes. Jesus Christ. High platinum or diamond gen or whatever right there. How come the school didn't teach you this stuff? I don't know. That's why I'm here, man. I'm here to help. There probably are certain classes you probably maybe could have taken a finance class. I think my high school back in the day, but yeah, there's been a big push. People are saying that there should be more classes on this type of stuff. Oh my god. Could barely walk through the minions. Oh, did I say think? I don't know. Just by default while I'm playing. I just always say think. That's like my default position. Is possibly think. Like I very rarely talk in absolutes. But yeah, she cut it. How did I phrase it? I meant to say I think she cut it in 45 minutes. So not that I'm not sure if she cut it or not, but I don't remember the exact amount of time it took her to cut it. So maybe the grammar was a little off there. But I was trying to say I don't remember the exact time frame, not the identity of the person who cut it. So I don't know how the grammar, I'd have to go back and listen to it, but I meant to say the amount of time that it took was uncertain, not the person who cut it. I guess I could have rephrased it as she cut it, I think. I don't even know. I'd have to make it a separate sentence, I guess, to make it less ambiguous. She cut it in 45 minutes, I think. She cut it, period. I believe it took 45 minutes. Okay, well that's good. We're not that far behind in CS, which is the good news. Okay, well I probably just said it wrong. You gotta remember, I'm thinking about like 6 different things. Like I'm talking about Wall Street bets, I'm trying to focus on, you know, this, like League of Legends, trying to read the chat, and trying to answer like random questions and things. So there's gonna be some, you know, some slip-ups from time to time in my grammar. But yeah, that's... She cut it. I'm certain she cut it. I think. Unless it's like Matrix, you know. How are we losing to Vayne and Lane, man? Is my wife hot? She's attractive. I think. I believe other people might find her attractive. I know, I know. giving me a hard time. It was fine. Okay, Jin did get a kill. I guess he got the kill on Zillion, so it's not terrible. I think you should just put it all in Dogecoin. Oh god, you gotta hit that W, man. That was... God, this guy's killing me. He was slowed in the trap. How do you not hit the W? If he hits the W, dude's 100% dead. Fuck, I ran out of mana. Or I could have thrown a seed in the bush. This Vayne's just like infinitely better than our Jhin. I don't think they I don't know, like, it seems to me like there should be a problem with putting random shit online. I guess if they're not, like, claiming it's anything. If it's on some kind of exchange, but... Yeah, exactly. Vayne's such a lane-dominant champ. Nothing Jhin can do about it. Damn, this Renekton's getting worked, though. Well, now that bottom's effed, Renekton, or Hecarim can just sit top. What the fuck is he moving? Oh, he's got Moby boots on Zillion? What the fuck? Vayne is not a Mao counter at all. Maokai is extremely good at a Vayne because she can't tumble out of his W. She can't dodge it. We would have killed her level 1. She can't peel you with her W, or with her Silver Bolts. It's really hard because you go untargetable with your W. In my experience, I mean, I don't have the hard stats on it, but in my experience, it feels like Maokai is very good in the Vayne. Any short range ADC that you can get a hold of. Maokai does pretty well into it. Okay, good. We needed that. Actually, we weren't really that far behind. We were just having a hard time in bot lane, but the other lanes are doing great, so. I mean, you can tumble away and drag him into somebody, but I don't think so. I think the fact that you can't dodge anything that he does as Vayne, or it's very, very difficult, is tough. Well, no, you're right about tanks. You're right about that, but like Maokai, at least as support, doesn't really build tank right now. She shouldn't, like, you should be able to stay away from her in like team fights, because you're not going to be frontlining unless it's like to clean up or something. It is safer, Dave. That is the smart move. Just if you have a 401k, they also match your contribution and stuff. It can be a little daunting to do more complicated things. I mean, I would, like, usually the safest bet is either get a just SMP Spider or some other fund that you trust, or just get a diversity of like large cap stocks. You know, just buy like Apple or Microsoft or something like that. Some kind of industrial, some kind of financial. Although right now, like, diversity is not really paying off because tech has been so much stronger than everything else in the market. Yeah, just own at least 5 different companies that are all like big cap that are pretty predictable. Like, Apple's not going to drop 20%. You know, not like really quickly anyways. If you want something that's risk averse, get something with a really high dividend. Like Exxon has like an 8% dividend right now, which means you get 8% no matter what, as long as they don't cut that dividend. Might go up, might go down, but by God, you're getting that dividend. Now, Exxon does not have a good secular story right now, right? Because, you know, the Biden administration really does not like big oil. That is funny about the Apple employee, but yeah, let's keep it relatively tame just because I might have students that watch this. I don't advertise it to students, but that's why I try to keep it a little reined in, although I do enjoy a, you know, a raunchy joke every now and then. There's Vayne. What did she buy? We got Gale Force. That's a bold Vayne item. Yeah, we really don't want to fight him right now because everywhere else is winning. And we're behind, so we just want to just not throw. I can get this, man. I can get this. Please let me get it. Please let me get it. Okay, thank you, bro. Oh, timed him. Okay. Alright, I'm not sure what you said, but... yeah, I know it's kind of fun, police, but it's just my sort of relatively unique position. Shit, I could get pinned into that wall. They're just giving that up, I think. I will say, in general, that if you are going to invest in individual stocks, I would listen to the conference calls. It's just once a quarter for like an hour. But I would really try to understand and like know the company. That's why like having big household names with like stuff that's easy to understand is good, right? Like new iPhone, probably good money, you know, like instead of things that are like extremely complicated and difficult to understand. I got busted up one time trying to own a cybersecurity company called FireEye. And they had, you know, it sounded really good. Like, there was all this great stuff about them. And then the stock went from, like, I didn't have a ton of money in it, but stock went from, like, 45 to 15. And it stayed there for, like, 7 years. And that was, like, almost literally the only major cybersecurity company to not do very well. So I just picked, like, literally the worst one. And I still don't know why. Maybe their software is just bad. I don't know enough about the software, but... Okay, Hecarim's here. What? Hecarim's right there, I think. Fuck. Yeah, we shouldn't have done it. Damn, I got gerbaited by the Ahri there. I should have known. I mean, Zillion's right there. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. To the moon. Dogecoin to the moon or what? Yeah. Yeah. That would be the funniest thing. Like, something that's actually, like, just meant to be a meme. That goes up a lot in price. Fucking hell, really? We might lose this. Even with Zillion just sitting there, I should not have gone for it. I was thinking, you know, Ahri got him really low, but Zillion, of course, has R. I don't think Zillion was literally sitting there when I went in, but he was, like, close enough. Like, I know he's in the area. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling people don't invest in this silly stuff, but I'm also... you know, I guess saying that people should be capable of doing it. Real. We need Viego. That dude's real strong right now, but he's just never around. Can we get Baron? We're not gonna have time. I mean, maybe they can get inhibitor off of it. I'm not sure. I don't think we're gonna get more than 2 towers, and I think that Baron is worth more than 2 towers. We might be able to get to Dragon fast enough, but I don't know. Ah, they're gonna get it. Okay, we got a TP. Yeah, so I mean, we got a tier 2. What the fuck? I'm not sure what that was all about. Maybe it's just a misclick. Yeah, we need to maybe just start working top. More plants on the top side. Ha! He ran into my seat in the bush when he was running away from Ari. That's pretty funny. Vance, I don't think it is the hub, but I'm not sure. Somebody owns it. Be interesting if it was a stock, but I don't think the markets would list it, which is stupid. Like, you know, it's so funny, like, in America, because, like, we would allow, like, you know, cigarette companies, vape companies, companies that sell Oxycontin, all of this stuff, that's fine to trade. But by God, we're never going to allow a porn company to trade on an exchange, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't want to talk about Hub too much. I don't want to get demonetized. I don't want to be, like, scrutinized by any admins or anything like that. You can buy Riot. They're owned by Tencent. I think that's a tradable stock on a Chinese exchange. I would say be very careful. From what I've heard, like with Chinese stocks, if you put your money into anything over there like funds, then sometimes it can be very difficult to get your money back out. I don't know all the intricacies of that, but I've heard that that is a thing. Okay, let's just get top. Fuck, is she getting run down and killed? Yes. Holy shit. No, Fire Dragon's up. Maybe I have to stay and try to keep them off drag. They're not Baroning. Yeah, Tencent is a lot bigger than Riot. Yeah, I've got to try to keep them off a Baron here. Come on, dude. What the fuck are you doing, Talia? If Talia was there, we could have really hurt that Hecarim, but she's just like fucking around in the jungle. Okay, let's fuck it. Where the hell is Talia, dude? Get the fuck down here. Oh, she's just trying to end the game. Okay. Well, if we can stop all their backs... No, but she got caught and killed. No, it was fucking dumb. She thought it was a 5-head move. It was a 2-head move. Why not just fight and kill them, get the dragon, and then end the game, or get the Baron or something and end the game? I don't think we can end. I don't have ult. Is Vayne dead? No, she's gonna kill us all. So fucking dumb. Like, when Hecarim was chasing me into our jungle right here, all she had to do was get off the raptors, and then IW him, and she just combos him. And he's either dead, or severely injured and has to back up and give us the dragon, right? I mean, they're obviously going to be on Baron. This dude just has to be tilted. Like, there's no way he's just, like, naturally this dumb. When he's thinking clearly. Maybe they didn't do it. Maybe they just backed. Yeah, they didn't. And Talia's fucking bottom. I think she's just willfully, like, trying to throw the game at this point. Because everyone else, like, knows what's going on and they're all pinging. Okay, what are we gonna do here, boys? Push up middle or what? I can't sweep that. I can't clean that. I just gotta go get more wards. Okay, fine. We can just set up around here, I guess. They might go for Baron. I mean, they're going to try to trade us Dragon for Baron, probably, if they're smart. No, dude, we cannot give them Dragon. No, just get the fucking Dragon. Stop listening to this stupid shit and, like, get down here. Why can't I buy this? Okay, whatever. Have I not placed 20 wards? I don't fucking know. Alright. Well, I understand League players are dumb, man, but this is like the top 5% or something. 3%, whatever. It's not even rocket science. Okay, we finally got him here. Jeez. I do like that build of... The, like, tankier Viego, I think, is the way to go. I've been saying that all along. You just can't have a melee type of champ that doesn't get some sort of tank items, typically. Unless they're, like, super fed. So, yeah, he went for, like, the shield bow and then cleaver, which is pretty good. 2.7%, okay. But it's fine. We decided to not freak out too much. Obviously not happy with some of the stuff that was going on. But I told him, hey, play around the seeds, and they actually did. From that point on, Talia didn't make any more stupid plays. We overchased a little bit on that fight near the dragon, but we won the fight because they walked in, Silas walked into seeds, got into trouble, you know, Renekton teleported, we killed Renekton instantly, after we zoned them all off with the seeds, and then we just won. That's pretty much it. I was able, Talia had a good wall at the end, I W'd the Zillion, he was forced to ult himself, it was a huge cooldown. And then we were just able to run him down and kill him after that. Okay, I'm going all in on Dogecoin right now. I'm doing it on stream. My wife would be like, what the... She probably wouldn't care. If I made like 100% and sold out like tomorrow, She probably wouldn't care. She might a little bit. If I didn't tell her how we got the money. Like, don't worry about it. She dated a guy once who, then she broke up with him for being a compulsive gambler. He put like, I don't remember what the number was. It was when they were in their young 20s. He put like $10,000 on a Super Bowl game or something like that. I'm not putting anything in Dogecoin, guys. Like, I don't meme with my money. Like, I'll meme with something else, but I'm not memeing with my money, man. I don't have enough money for that. He sucked at gambling. I guess. I think he did win that one. I didn't hear about the details of that until years later. She broke up with him, and then some was like a friend of a friend of a friend mentioned this guy before, and she didn't know how much he bet, but then this guy knew how much it was because he was like a friend of a friend of a friend. Because they were just like, they said something along the lines of they lived in this apartment and they all wanted to go to the pool, and he's like, hold on, I gotta watch like this women's tennis match or something like that. And they're just like, what the hell, dude? Come, let's go to the pool. Who cares about this tennis match? He's like, no, dude, you don't understand. I've got like $5,000 riding on this or something. And they're just like, who was betting on this? It was like some like no-name tennis match. It wasn't even like Serena Williams or anything like that. And then I was just like, wait a minute, what was this guy like? I asked. And then they started describing him. I'm like, is his name such and such? Or I said, no, what's his name, I think. And then I recognized his name. And then there was that. And then I told the story that my fiance at the time, it may have been my wife, I don't remember, had once dated him and broke up with him over gambling and said he put some large amount on this Super Bowl game. And this guy's like, oh, yeah. He's like, I was there, and this dude put like $10,000 on it or something. I mean, look. It's the same concept as going and buying a scratch-off ticket in my mind if you're investing in something like Dogecoin. It's like, hey, my whole thing with gambling, if you can control yourself, if you don't have a problem, you know, and you're cool with losing the money that you put up, and it's just a nice bonus if you win, that's fine. But if it's going to affect you in a meaningful way, if you lose that money, don't put the money up. No, it was just the bot. What did you say, man? Oh, yeah, because that like, I said this earlier. It was Nightbot, not somebody else. But, like, I have to keep the channel relatively clean on the language. I do cuss sometimes. Sometimes I allow people in chat to cuss and things like that. But I have to keep it, you know, relatively close to, like, PG-13. Just because I'm an actual college professor, and I don't like market this to students, but in 2021 you're always representing all of your jobs, right? So if like an administrator came on here for some reason and there was a bunch of, you know, tomfoolery going on in the chat, just a bunch of just explicit stuff and, you know, just cussing, it just wouldn't look good. So that's why I try to keep it relatively clean. Like, I try not to be the fun police too much. I let some stuff slide. We were talking about the hub a second ago and all that, but I do have to keep it, you know, relatively presentable. But that's it. It's not that I'm personally against, you know, cussing or, you know, talking about some racy stuff every now and then. It's just, that's just the reality that we live in, that it could potentially affect my employment if it gets too far. Yeah, if gambling's a source of entertainment, sure. I mean, I've put like $5 or $10 on bowling back when I was like pretty decent at bowling. With my friends, we'd go out, you know, every Tuesday at dollar bowling night, and, you know, there's a guy that liked to bet on it with me. I won almost every time. But yeah, he's like, hey, let's throw $10 on this. I'm like, okay. I mean, I've gone and played poker for like $5 or $10. I'm not gonna play like $100 Texas Hold'em with people probably. But yeah, $5 or $10. I think I may have done, the maximum I've done before is like 20. That's right. Very true, Black Falcon. So yeah, I mean, I've gambled a little bit, but it's just kind of for fun, and it's usually with friends. And it's like, you know what? If I lose $10 to my friend, to my buddy here, it's going to a good cause, sure. Right? That's how I see it. So yeah, I mean, if it's just for fun, if you're just hanging out, that's cool. But if it's something that's going to make a meaningful impact, like, on you, now whatever that is, that depends on the person, right? Some people critiqued Michael Jordan back in the day for, like, his gambling problem with golf. He played a lot of money, and he'd have stakes, or like even poker, like $100,000 stakes and stuff like that. It's like, but you have to understand, he, you know, probably had at least $50 million, if not $100 million back then, from his shoes and his sponsorships and all that. So $100,000 is nothing, man. That's like $1 to ordinary people. So yeah, it sounds like a lot. Oh, Michael Jordan had, you know, whatever, $3 million in gambling debt. It's like, okay, but he's worth $100 million, so like it's not as big of a deal for him. I think I bet on horse racing like one time when I was in college. I was just like in Kentucky with my friend. I don't even remember why we were up there. I think maybe one of like a friend of a friend lived up there or something. And I bought some scratch offs like when I was a kid, and we didn't have any gambling around here. A few times I went to Florida with my family, and you know, they would just buy me like $3 worth of scratch offs just for fun. Blackmail mine is my dad. I don't know, man. I mean, Morgan Freeman, he's got a great voice. I mean, I don't know. I don't really think of it as a qualifier. Well, you know, who do I like? Well, he's got to be black, you know, like, I don't know. I try not to think in those terms too much. But like African American actor or something like that, maybe Morgan Freeman. I don't know. Like I said, I don't even think about that kind of stuff too often, so I don't know what to say. Anyways. Okay, well, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. I was just kind of answering the chat. We are getting Morgan Freeman is the correct answer. He's great. I've watched some of his, like, through the wormhole stuff about science. It was pretty cool. Barry White, maybe a musician. I don't know. But anyways, okay, well, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. We are getting pretty close to Diamond. If we can just put on a good run over the next day or two, maybe we can, or not day or two, but maybe like week or so. We have been winning more on this account. This account had a much lower win rate than my Smurf account, as it should. I think my Smurf account is still close to like 60%. Yeah, it's like 62. We went 50-50 tonight. So like 62% on the Smurf, but then I think my main account is, well, I've won 70% recently, but 55 on the main. I started off really rough. I think we were like 3-7 in promo, so it was kind of rough out there. Then I started playing Malachi, and it was all good. But yeah, Rakan just, I might move him down the tier list a little bit. He just has not felt that great lately, but anyways.